Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Kennard Lewis. We here in the flesh. We doing alright. And I'm here today to talk about a vital topic which is important for the development of yourself. And that's about resilience. What is resilience but the byproduct of a decision in which you say, I'm going to make it? That there is a point. There always is a point. And I know that sometimes or most times or not, we end up experiencing more pain than relief, more failure than success. And when the outcomes don't come into our favor, we end up start psychologically thinking that what's the point of prevailing forward? What's the point of, saying that I'm going to try again? And the reason is there's something there, but you're not ready for it in the moment. So if you constantly are allowing yourself to push forward and to fight, it will not only show you how much you want this, but it will show the world how much you're destined to be there. I know that might sound a little confusing, so let me break it down a little bit. See, there are things in our life that we are destined to do, that we are born to do, right? Your purpose, your why, all of that. And I understand that when you're on your path and you're on your journey, again, sometimes you get hit with the negativity, you get hit with the doubters, you get hit with the failure, you get hit with the obstacles, or like we said last time, you get hit with the setbacks. And like I said, it's a test. It's a test to see how much you really want it. It's a test to see how dedicated you are to achieving your goal. Because if you quit after one failure, or you quit even after 2 or 3 times, then you don't really want it. You don't really need it. And that's very important for you to realize, because I've been on this journey going on 6 years on March 17th. Am I famous? Nah. Do I got millions of dollars? Nah. Have I been bullied for it? Hated on for it? Yep. Have I went through my own psychological pain? Yeah. Have I thought about suicide? Yeah. It's hard. And I know I don't have the most difficult life. But when it comes to resilience, I have to remember one thing: hope. Holding on to positive energy. And when I realize that it gets me into the optimistic mindset, that I'm going to work, that I'm going to give it all I can, the outcomes will come. The outcomes will come. By the end of the day, it kind of shows me how much I wanted and how much I needed, how I'm needed to be here. And mind you, I'm not saying that you should be resilient in circumstances that are affecting your mental health in a drastic way, or that are physically abusing you in any type of way. It's gonna hurt, but it shouldn't hurt like that. It shouldn't bring you to traumatizing tears like that. I'm talking about when you think about your careers or your aspirations, and you're thinking about that, or you're even just going through life. Life is struggling within itself. If you think about, the minority identities that exist, the different struggles that people have to endure, and how many people have thought about suicide and have followed through with that thought, or have done self-harm because they need to have some type of release of energy or to be in control. Life is hard. People do things. People mask their pain with drugs, or maybe even TV or bad crowds. But at the end of the day, I want you to understand that resilience is crucial for you to get to the next level. I had the best life, but I also didn't have the worst. And I had to understand why I needed to go through what I needed to go through and why I needed to push through and to be resilient, to hold on, to have that mental toughness and how it needs to be at an all-time high when I'm going through things that are going to test me. Because all of this, like we said last time, is a test. To be resilient is to be strong. It's to be determined. It's to be, fearless, hopeful, optimistic. Not everything has to be sunshines. Cloudless days. Walks in the park. They don't always have to be like that. And just because they are like that sometimes, it doesn't mean that your life is crap. It doesn't mean that it's going to be over. That's why I want us to be resilient through those dark times, because light is always going to be at the end of the tunnel. Your life is valuable. To think about why you need to be resilient is to understand that you have more value and power than you realize. And I know it. Because for many years, I didn't think it. For many years, I coddled myself in misery, in shame, and internally I was struggling. But externally, I had to fight. Some way, somehow, things will get better in your life. They will. I know it for a fact because I'm living proof of it. I believe in you. I love you, and I need you to be resilient in any outcome that you have. And realize that there's always a point. There's always a point to pushing on. There's always a point to fighting, to give it all you got, because your future is depending on it. And the world is counting on you to be the best you. Thank you. Be resilient, and I'll see you next time.